Hello, Bethan.
Hello.
Hiya.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Thank you for coming along today.
You're
My
welcome.
name's Jane.
Hi, Jane.
And I'm going to be interviewing you today. Okay. I've had a chance to look at your application form before, so we've got quite a lot from you. Thank you for doing all your pre-work. It's really clear. First of all, I'm going to talk a little bit about your reference because it's a really nice place to start, and it's sort of you'd be a welcome addition to any college. So that's lovely. Right. I'm going to, you're talking about, is it law?
I definitely want to be a lawyer or working within law, definitely.
So you're clear that you want to be?
Yeah, I did my work experience as a solicitors, so it's something I'm very passionate about.
Just looking at your predicted grades, your English is very strong, your sciences are very strong. History you've already picked up on. I mean, have you considered science to go in with those?
I personally feel that it wouldn't necessarily be as useful if I did go into law, whereas kind of human psychology I think would be very useful in knowing how the mind works in the future for dealing with cases.
Okay.
And I think, you know, if I decided to do a degree in psychology, that would be useful if I did decide that I wanted to work for a law firm.
Okay. However, Bethany, I am questioning the law and psychology.
Well, the reason I picked psychology is because I thought it'd be interesting to know about like human psychology. I think could be very interesting, especially if you're working in law, when you're looking at a case and sort of seeing how people respond to different things.
Yeah, as an undergraduate, you don't have to study law to go on to be a barrister. It won't be what they'll necessarily be looking for. What they will be looking for is outstanding performance. So it needs to be an area that it needs to be a passion, a love.
Well, I aim to please in all my subjects, so.
But have you got, you are strong across the board, but is there any that you particularly enjoy more than others?
I particularly enjoy history because of the kind of political aspect of it, so history is a preference. I enjoy English as well.
Okay. Well, I mean, I love those two choices, and I know that they would be good, solid choices for an Oxford application. And I think that's a great start with, and it's English literature rather than language. Is there a reason for that?
Just because I really enjoy reading books, and I love literature and poetry, so that's why I picked
recently? Is there anything
Sophie's World by Justin Gardner.
Okay, yeah, and obviously that's in addition to all of your studies at the moment. So
I'm on top of my reading list, so.
Okay, excellent. And if you're so English literature and history, tell me a little bit about the French.
I think French would be really useful. I think it's a good asset to have to be multilingual in any job, but particularly if I want to do law, if I'm reading through documents, it's useful to have a good understanding of another language so you're not kind of lost in translation. Okay. So I think it'd be a very useful subject to have.
Well, I think it's a good, I think those three subjects are strong choices.
Would it be possible to do these 4 A levels and then maybe, I don't know, some kind of placement, or is that not possible with A levels?
I think some of that depends on you as a student, and you strike me as the kind of young person who'd probably seek that opportunity out. But what needs to be right as your first step in that is your choice of courses. And whilst I think it's good that you can show that there's a strength like the English and the history, that there's clearly a humanities strength and interest, but to keep showing that you are a strong all-round student would be important for an Oxford application. So saying that, have you considered maths or sciences?
I would preferably do maths over science. I do enjoy algebra. I like doing algebraic equations, so I would rather do maths than science. Science isn't a particular passion, and I think if I was going to switch one of those, I'd go for the maths because I think it could be more useful.
And you would be looking in your first year here to be taking 4 AS subjects, so maybe we could start thinking of like English literature, French, history, and maybe maths as an offer. And I think that those are good, solid subjects that would make an excellent start to your AS year. And then you could look in your second year to take some additional courses, especially maybe general studies or another qualification extended project that would give you another edge on the competition. And I'll take